Hey, this is Julius Pseudo here with SMB1 and SMB2 by Toothy. I forget the numbers after Toothy, but Toothy from the SMB Level Workshop Discord server. We are going to be playing his Super Monkey Ball mod, SMB1 and SMB2. The name is something like that. My apologies. I've actually already played beginner and advanced here, so this isn't I'm not blind, but, yeah, I'm actually really glad I did because I completely forgot how Revolution worked when I got to Advanced Extra. I used to continue. But anyways, here we go. This is beginner. I don't have any lives unlocked, so we're going to be doing this all with 3 lives, which is the reason I used to continue. I ran out of 99 lives. Okay, yeah, so, so if anybody's aware, if anybody's not aware, rather, the point of this mod is to port Super Monkey Ball 2 to Super Monkey, as if it were a mod of Super Monkey Ball 1, which is, it's actually a mod of Super Monkey Ball 2. It's basically the levels of Super Monkey Ball 2 put into the world themes of Super Monkey Ball 1. And under the restrictions that it would have to have if it were a mod of Super Monkey Ball 1. Also, okay, the shortcut on this level is far more difficult than it is in the original version. I have tried it several times and I've died every time, so I'm not going to try it here because I do not want to humiliate myself. I may make a replay of it later. There's also a warp in the previous level because, on floaters, my apologies, stage 2, because there was originally in Super Monkey Ball 1 a warp on beginner 2, so that is what this is attempting to emulate. It doesn't, as I have found, this does not actually, quite, one-to-one match up with, warp locations and stuff. For example, there's some levels that have a green and a red goal that originally only had a green, but I think that is completely acceptable and very understandable because a level like Inchworms is just better when it has a pink goal too. At least I think so, and I'm sure this was Toothy's rationale as well. So, yeah. Basically we are, this bonus stage, this feels easier to me, but it's possible I'm just, a lot better at this stage than I used to be, because, I've gotten all the bananas every time I've played this, which, typically I haven't gotten all the bananas on Bowl, but, it might have just been, I just might be better, or might be less steep. I'm not sure which, honestly, because it's not a huge, steepness change, if there is one. This is originally an extra stage. The stage order has changed a little bit because there are fewer stages in Super Monkey Ball 1 and therefore in this mod than there were in the original game. Additionally, one of the restrictions that this mod places upon itself is that it does not have any switches or wormholes. So levels that originally relied on switches and wormholes are reworked in some way to omit those. And they also of course it doesn't have the starting platforms, which are kind of, in every single level in Monkey Ball 2. I'm sure it's possible to get up there in a single blow, but I'm not enough of an epic gamer. I'm sorry I said that. Yeah. So, for example, this is a great example. This level's originally called Switches, and it's the level that introduces switches, and here it's just tilt bridges, and it's just bridges that tilt. And you can do this one optionally for extra bananas. Oh, it actually still does have a warp, huh? Wait, does it? I missed that before. Oh, it does have a warp. Okay, so there's a second warp in beginner. That's interesting. I'll have to make a replay of that. I mean, it's the same as the original Switches warp, but still. I do find this interesting because, it didn't originally have that. Here we have a lever called Sliders, which is pretty unchanged, more or less. I think it's actually still paper thin. Which I do not blame Toothy for, since the original level is paper thin as well. But I just always found that interesting. I don't know. This mod was this is like a compilation of like 9 months of really hard work on Toothy's part, as I know because he was constantly showing updates of his work on the server. I'm really happy, and I mean he's also working on the Super Monkey Ball Deluxe port, which I am bonkers excited for. You do not know how I am just going to be bouncing off the walls when that comes out. Because I've never been able to. I mean I always had it on the PS2, and the PS2 version just sucks. So I'm really happy to finally be able to like play it on a proper format, and just like with the stage tilt, like, or rather, no, that didn't mean anything. The analog stick sensitivity being adjusted to match the GameCube games. I mean, well, not even adjusted, but just like being retained from the GameCube game. Yeah, I didn't make it as I've never actually made that. Hopefully one day I will. Yeah, curve bridge has changed a little. It's got these ridges on the side, which I think actually makes this a little bit harder than it was originally. Although you can also probably gain speed more easily if you like bank around the corners, which is kind of cool. I like that. I do like that. And it makes sense that stage 10 is harder in this because stage 10 in the original beginner was harder. I finished out using continue, so I can go to the extra stages. And like the original Super Monkey Ball, there are 3 extra stages for beginner instead of 10. And yes, this stage originally used like a board of switches, of course, and here they are removed, as they are in all cases. So the thingy is just a little bit slower, and it stays static long enough to just rush across it. This one, oh yes, and all this as I was saying, the extra stages are repeated in the later difficulties as they were in the original game, except for this one. I'm pretty sure Quick Turn wasn't an advanced extra. I could be mistaken. Yeah, okay, that was a mistake. That's my first death. I'm willing to accept this. I died. People die. I die sometimes. I'm not infallible at Monkey Ball by any means. But I did make it this time, I'm happy to say. Some of the levels have 30-second time limits in here, which is definitely something that sets apart from the original Monkey Ball. This stage is some really cool texture work. I love the white and black bumpers. Like that's just really cool. Oh, I think I got like a bad clip there where I just like kind of rushed across it, which is, I mean, it's actually a good clip in this case, but it's the sort of glitch when you go too fast that you can the collision can sometimes heck up because it only checks for your collision every few frames or whatever. I completed beginner. Easily. I'll have to try my best in the next level. Yes. Thank you. I wonder where that swing is hanging from. Who's hanging it? Dr. Badboon, perhaps? The canon. The lore. Anyways. This is a lot of fun. I will see you all next time for Advanced, which again I have beaten. I'm very excited for Expert because Advanced was already a lot harder than what I expected, being pretty familiar with both Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2, because the stage changes can be pretty significant, believe it or not. Yes, so thank you for watching and tuning in, and I will see you all next time. For the next episode of SMB2, or SMB1 in SMB, no, SMB2 and SMB1. My apologies. By Toothy from the SMB Level Workshop. Have a lovely night, you all. Or day, whatever.